How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something that I actually haven't done in a while, and we're going to be building and pricing a new Nissan Z. If you want to see more of these building and pricing videos, I have a full playlist on my channel. So if you aren't already, definitely be sure to subscribe, turn on the post notifications with that little bell icon down there. All that stuff really helps me out a lot. But not wasting any time and getting right into it today. Here you could see that we're on Nissan's website, and under their sports car section, you actually do have the Nissan Z now. I don't know the exact date that Nissan actually did put the Z on the website officially, but you can also see, unfortunately, the GTR being sold out. So a lot of people are speculating whether or not that means the actual official end of this GTR's generation or not. But today we're not talking about that. Today we're focusing on this new Nissan Z. Obviously, you have the starting MSRP right here, 40 grand, 400 horsepower, 350 foot-pounds of torque, and again, that 6-speed manual transmission that a lot of people, including myself, are really raving over as an option in this new Z. So now getting into the actual building and pricing vehicle configurator, we have the different, I guess, levels, the different kind of trim levels of this new Nissan Z. You have the sport and both automatic as well as manual, and then the performance in automatic and manual. You also do have the proto spec, but that's kind of like the launch edition, I guess you could say. So I think it only comes in that yellow color, so we're not going to be, building that one out. Now, the main difference between the sport as well as the performance trims are actually listed right here. You do have that limited slip differential in the rear. You have 19-inch raised wheels, which raises a great company, and you also have a little bit bigger brakes, as well as front and rear spoilers and a better sound system. So I'm gonna go for the performance trim, obviously in a manual transmission, because if I were to actually get a new Z, it would 100% be a manual. And then here are all the 9 different exterior paint color options offered. You have the kind of very famous Ikazuki yellow, I believe, and then a red tri-coat, the blue, which I think was it's actually the same blue that I saw on the one that I did a little walk around at during the 2022 New York Auto Show, and then the rosewood metallic, which is actually the color of the one that I just did a video on last night, that actually got totaled at a dealership in Puerto Rico. So that it is a nice color though, but that was just so bad to see. But I'm definitely gonna choose this blue color because I saw it in person and it really just looks so amazing. Now you can add splash guards for like 300 bucks. Probably not gonna do that. You have a dual racing stripe option for 600 bucks, and I'm assuming it's just like a vinyl stripe. Probably not going to add that either, just because I think that the clean look looks much better. And then staying on the exterior here, you also have ground lighting, which for $400, I think that's a little bit silly as well. And then just going on to the miscellaneous, I'm definitely going to add wheel locks, although for $70, I guess that's a little bit pricey, but you always get kind of inflated prices when you're building and pricing a vehicle on any manufacturer's website. They're all guilty of it. But now moving on to the interior, we have a graphite leather interior with the suede. I honestly really love this interior when I was sitting in the one that was on display at the auto show. And the 3 options for the interior colors are this graphite, and then a red option, which actually you can't even choose with the blue exterior color, which I kind of like because it avoids people from making distasteful Z's, I guess. And then you actually have the blue leather and synthetic suede, which doesn't add anything as far as cost is concerned. And I'm definitely going to choose this one because this is literally the same exact kind of color options that were on the one on display that I got to sit in at the 2022 New York Auto Show. I know the blue may look like a lot right now on screen, but just trust me, in person, the blue accents, it's not super in your face. It kind of looks a little bit toned down in person, but it still does look really good. And then you can add better floor mats, kind of rubber liners. I'm gonna kind of just skip over some of this stuff. There's also like interior accent lighting for like $500. Black metallic illuminated kick plates that have the Z logo on them for 500 bucks. Although that does look really cool, for like 500 bucks, I really don't think it's worth it, especially for something that's going to get scuffed up whenever someone, you know, goes in or out of the car. However, that, as I'm just scrolling through all the like little add-ons, that kick plate is probably the coolest thing that I've seen so far. And then obviously in your safety, you have everything that you normally have, like your little emergency roadside kit, first aid kit, all that stuff that you could just get elsewhere for much cheaper. And then when you actually go into this third part, the accessories section, it's again just literally the same exact thing that we kind of went through before, like I was just talking about, I guess. So there's really not much when it comes to customization with this new Z that Nissan offers. However, you can of course choose between those main specs, the performance or the lower sport one. I do think that if you're on a budget, I would go with the sport one. Again, the only thing that you're really getting with the performance one is the raised wheels, the bigger brakes up front, as well as that limited slip differential, and of course the front and rear spoilers, but that's not that big of a deal. The main thing is those wheels, as well as that limited slip differential in the rear. But yeah, now going into the actual pricing summary, that is essentially it. Again, unfortunately, Nissan doesn't offer that much. However, I'm still very excited that it is on, you know, Nissan's site, and they're starting to take over. Well, they've already took orders of this new Nissan Z, because when I see more of these on the road, I'm definitely going to be very excited, and hopefully in the very near future, I could actually do a physical review and take one of these new Zs actually out for a drive for you guys on the channel. But here's the total cost. Again, the only thing that I think that I really added that made a difference was, yeah, it's just the paint color, and then of course that there's like the additional cost there, which is just kind of like the shipping and handling fees. But the performance trim does start at like 50 grand, which is kind of unfortunate. It's a pretty big pump up from the sport trim that starts at like 40,000. But at the end of the day, that is up to you guys, the consumer, whether or not the limited slip differential, the bigger brakes, those raised wheels, as well as you know, the front and rear spoilers make that much of a difference when it comes to, or make $10,000 worth of a difference when it comes to choosing between the sports as well as the performance. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, how I configured this new Z, and also let me know what you guys would do differently if you were to go out and buy a Z. But that is essentially going to be it for today's video. Definitely be sure to go down there, leave a like, subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications by clicking that little bell icon. But like always, guys, thank you so much for the continued support. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed today's video, click on either of these links right here to watch a similar video from this channel, or click on the little circle link right there to actually subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. I do appreciate all the support, but thank you for sticking to the end of this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day.